Hi everyone, welcome to the HighCarbonSteel Love channel. My name is Dave and I'm very happy that you're here. Tonight we're going to hike Sonyea State Forest. Well, we're going to hike some of it, we're going to go in and camp, and then we're going to do the rest of the Keshequa Creek Trail, I think it's called. We'll check my All Trails app again and just make sure of that. But we're going to go this way. You might be able to see the trailhead right there. We're going to descend. We're going to take a look at some of the sights and sounds along the way. Find a place to set up camp because it is 7:30 at night already, so we want to get going with that. When we wake up, we are going to finish the hike. It's not that long of a hike at all. It's just very enjoyable with a lot to see in this forest. And I'm going to take you all along with me. So I'm all packed up and ready to go. Packed up a lot more than I wanted to be, but I found this is a good opportunity to test out some gear. So I have a lot of gear weighing me down, stuff I wouldn't normally carry, and stuff that I'm testing out and seeing how it carries. So come on, let's go. Nessmuk's book, George Washington Sears. Woodcraft and Camping, I believe it's called. This part right over here kind of reminds me of the cover. I can start to hear the water here as we go down this hill. And you can probably see it right over there. And this is also where we're going to filter our water from. I have 2 liters of water on me now. 2 smart water bottles. So we're probably not going to need to filter tonight, but we definitely will in the morning. Alright, let's head back. Head back this way. Just very wet, very muddy in certain areas. You guys are probably aware of the spring thaw. I want to show you guys this first waterfall we come across here. From the first time I ever came here years ago, I've always been fascinated by that waterfall right there. I think I even have like a 30-second video on it. One of my first bunch of videos. There's the trail, there's the creek, and on the other side, I'll usually find a spot right in there. It's a little more secluded. I'm going to show you the area that's probably the most populated when people come and camp, and it's right next to the river, of course. This is the area that we're going to go in and find a spot to camp. Here's our trail, and this goes a little bit off here. And this is good woods in there. Just from camping here many times, I know that I'm going to find something right on the other side of that log right there. It goes back in pretty deep. Gets you away from the trail. And while across the way, I've heard a lot of people in the past utilizing that area next to the river, I've never encountered anyone back in this area. So there we go. This is one of the pieces of gear that I'm testing. This is the AnorTrek or AnorTrek double camping hammock. It comes with tree straps and it comes with carabiners and of course the hammock itself. So let's get it set up. That Ridgeline is mine. The Ridgeline does not come with the hammock. That's really the only modification I've done. Usually when I get a new hammock, I'll switch out the suspension system. So I'll switch this out right here with some whoopee slings. And I'll get rid of the carabiners. But I wanted to use this as is, exactly the way it came, and be able to give my thoughts on it. They're not ropes that suspend this hammock. It's actually kind of like a lashing strap that just goes through, and they hook onto this carabiner, and the carabiner hooks onto here on the tree straps. These aren't huge trees, so I wrap the tree strap twice around there. And on my Ridgeline, I usually just do one of these type of knots so I can tighten it or loosen it as needed. This is my King Outfitter gear holder. that goes above my ridgeline, or hooks right on my ridgeline. I like my feed end a little bit higher, so I'm able to achieve a better diagonal lay. We're good sitting height, so I think we're pretty good. Let's see, let's test it out. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And as long as we're at a bit of an angle, we're going to be able to lay straight. And that is pretty good. I like it. I like the tension on our ridgeline still. Well, I'm sorry you missed out on all that. After I set up my hammock and I was getting ready to set up the tarp, it rained. It rained really hard. And then it lightened up a bit, but it was still a steady rain. So I had to hurry up and get my tarp set up and then get my pack and my camera here and everything underneath of it. And then set it up the way I want once everything was nice and dry under it. We're under the tarp now. Hammock is behind me. I am sitting on my ground cloth, which is a grabber space blanket. I've been using that as a ground cloth for a long time, for a lot of different things, for a long time, and I love it. It doesn't weigh very much, and it's very handy. So I'm sitting on that now on my sit pad, my $5 Amazon sit pad. I'll give you some thoughts on the hammock in the morning. I also want to show you the pillow. We're going to plug in the underneath plugs, okay? We'll leave these open. And then we're just gonna start pushing these to pump it up. And one of the things AnorTrek says about this pillow is it's very sanitary. You're not using your mouth to blow it up. You're just using your hands. And it doesn't take long at all. You see right here, we're already almost to a full blow up pillow here. And every time it gets indented, I just push it a little bit, just manipulate it. And we're pretty much to the maximum now. And all I would do is just push in these plug points on the actual buttons themselves. And then we have a nice camp pillow. We got an omelet and a bag going right now. There's my tarp, hammock, ground cloth. You can see my little purple sit pad in there. The RidgeRest, the Therm-a-Rest RidgeRest, my sleep pad there, worked fine. But whenever you're sleeping with a pad and a hammock, sometimes you'll slip on and off of it a little bit. You just got to readjust. The biggest problem I had last night is that sleeping bag was not enough for the weather. Other than it being so cold last night, I did sleep pretty well. It wasn't a bad sleep at all. Just up a few times in the middle of the night. But the hammock was solid. Sleep pad was perfect. The AnorTrek pillow, I liked it a lot. We're gonna eat some food, break down camp, and head out. AnorTrek hammock, double camping hammock, and pillow, inflatable pillow, were excellent. So to deflate this, all I'm gonna do is just open the valve here on the bottom. And I'm going to open this valve here on the bottom. There we go. Great little camping pillow. Good hammock. All right, back on the trail. That's great. You can see it's heavily used over here. I had mentioned this is the most popular part of the forest. Well, we made it back. We're at the truck and we're packing everything away. I will agree with the areas that called this trail moderate. The Keshequa Creek Trail via Sonyea State Forest, I'd say moderate due to some of the uphill at the end of your hike and some of the tricky areas that the trail has. Well-defined trail though, excellent hike, beautiful scenery, great camping, and just an all-around good time. So I hope everyone had fun. I had a great time. It was great to see everyone. Thanks for coming along. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we will talk with you all again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.